Well, happy Thursday afternoon, Arklatex. I'm First Alert meteorologist Jake Lambright. A lot to catch up on here with our forecast over the next couple of days. First, I want to show you 2 weak earthquakes were reported early this morning there in northern Red River Parish. Let me pull up some of the information for you. The first one occurred around 9:06 this morning, just to the north of Hall Summit. It was a very weak earthquake, magnitude 3.1 and a depth of around 3 miles. Then less than an hour later, this is 10:01 a.m., a second earthquake was reported. This one also very weak, a 3.1 magnitude earthquake. The depth, though, a little greater with this one, had a depth of around 6 miles. We've seen a couple of earthquakes in that same general area, kind of near Coshada there over the last couple of months. So, of course, keeping an eye on that, but again, very, very weak earthquakes. Right now on First Alert radar, this is just before 1 o'clock on your Thursday afternoon. We've got some light rain showers out there, and I am expecting that to continue as we go through the next couple of hours. You will notice, though, as we head later on into the afternoon, maybe seeing some heavy rain there, especially for communities near and along I-30, and also some down as far south as the I-20 corridor. We'll keep some isolated rain around. Again, the isolated rain really impacting very small areas at a time. Then that will continue on as we head later into the evening, finally tapering off just after midnight. When it comes to a severe weather risk today, I'm not expecting much in the way of strong storms. There's a very low-end, level 1 marginal risk for communities along and north of the I-30 corridor there, southwestern Arkansas, and then McCurtain County in Oklahoma. Now, as we head into the day tomorrow, more of us expected to see rain, which is good news, but we will have to stay weather aware as there will be the chance for a strong storm or two. We will all be experiencing a nice little cool down, though, once that cold front pushes through behind Friday's storms. Now, the severe threat on Friday, a little bit higher depending on where you are in the Arklatex. Those shaded in yellow are included in a slight risk, which is a level 2 out of 5 on the severity scale. That extends basically from areas east of Shreveport-Bossier through the rest of our northwest Louisiana parishes. For those in most of East Texas and most of southwest Arkansas, you'll notice you're shaded in the green. That's a marginal risk for severe weather, or level 1 out of 5 on the severity scale. So your Friday starts off pretty quiet, starts out with some cloud cover, maybe a sprinkle or two in our far south parishes. Otherwise, again, rain-free to start the day, but rain coverage will increase as we head throughout the day. Here's a look at things around lunchtime. You'll notice, especially communities south of I-20, starting to see that rainfall pick up in coverage. Then we'll see scattered storms throughout the afternoon, so very hit and miss in nature. That rain finally starting to fill in, though, just after dinner time and kind of continuing on until we get to about midnight. That rainfall finally starting to taper off as we get closer to 1, 2 a.m. early Saturday morning. Now, when it comes to rainfall totals, looking at anywhere from about 1 to close to 3 inches of rain depending on where you are in the Arklatex, and this is rain that we really need. Our new drought monitor came out today. Let me show you the difference between last week's and this week's. You'll notice there last week's drought monitor, and I'll try to highlight this a little bit more. Last week's drought monitor here in the tan, that's level 1 drought conditions, only a small pocket of severe or level 2 out of 4 drought conditions. Look at how much that severe pocket expanded in this week's update, now going into Harrison County, Caddo Parish, Bossier Parish as well, now encompassing a very large area of the Arklatex. Also, there was another small pocket of severe drought out there in southern McCurtain County. That has expanded to include some of our northeastern Texas counties as well. So big expansion. We need all this rain to kind of help get us out of those drought conditions. Of course, this won't be a drought-busting rain, but every bit of rain that we can get will certainly help us out. Here's a live look from our KSLA studios looking toward downtown Shreveport. Lots of cloud cover. That likely will not be going away until that front passes late Friday night into early Saturday. It has been a breezy day so far on this Thursday across the Arklatex. Max gust anywhere from about 25 to even close to 40 miles per hour in a couple spots. We will keep those breezy winds around for a little while longer. Expect gusts anywhere from about 25 to close to 35 miles per hour. Then by Thursday evening, you'll notice wind gusts not as bad. We'll see those at about 20 miles per hour. Winds not as bad, with the exception of some of those stronger storms tomorrow, and then wind gusts really picking up as we head into the day on Saturday. And you'll want to keep this in mind as temperatures will be cooler, high temperatures topping out in the 50s for your Saturday. So here's a look at your forecast for the next couple of hours. We'll be in the mid-70s through the afternoon, eventually shifting into the low 70s once the sun sets tonight, and not a big change there with your temperatures during the overnight hours. Here's a look at your First Alert 7-day forecast. Again, sunny skies expected by the weekend. It will be breezy, though, for your Saturday, so it'll feel a little cooler than that 58 out there. We'll keep it consistent with highs in the 50s through Tuesday before we see things start to warm back up into the 60s by the middle of the week.